Oh, let me see what this is. Okay. Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Listen, are we headed towards another pandemic or a panic? You notice how they subtly dropping the Hana virus, and now today they announced the Ebola. We back to over to the Congo. We gone way over into the Congo. You notice that everything that's a negative comes out of Africa. The monkeys brought the AIDS virus out of Africa. The killer bees, the African bees, they were big and robust, and they brought something out of Africa. Everything is negative out of Africa. It's a mind thing. So now we're talking about the Ebola. The Ebola might come back again, and it's coming out of the Congo. And so we got to be careful. All these germs and all these negative diseases and that's going to impact good old Americans coming out of that awful African continent. This all kind of foolishness. Are we in a pandemic or just a panic? We all know what it feels like to hear the word pandemic, and they are working on trying to get that back. And if you get the pandemic back, it's not going to be like the last pandemic, which was bad enough, but things can go on. You can do more in the middle of chaos. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You can get more things done in the middle of chaos because you're not paying attention. You worry about your health. You worry about this, that, and the other than what's going on in the news, what's going on in the back room, what laws are being changed, what rules are being changed. There's so many things that you got to be really careful of what's going on nowadays. And so, I'm asking you all, are we in the middle of a panic or are we in the middle of the pandemic? I don't know which one it is, but I do know that there's something stirring. How could you today be talking about a Ebola? What? We haven't. When's the last time we heard Ebola? It's I don't know what did I write in here. I had to stop and think about what I'm saying here. So anyway, I get the feeling that here's something to make us nervous. See, if I can make you nervous again, you stop paying attention to what's going on in the news. Someone's drop little things. Listen, do not get your eyes off the prize. And the prize is you, your family, God is first always. But your what's going on in your household is gonna make your household better. What is gonna make it better for you? Don't get your eyes off of that. If you got a business going on, don't take your eyes off that business. You got children that graduated, get them somewhere settled. Get into the family business. Make sure you stay on course because these little droppings here and a dropping here and a dropping here, that's to get you off balance. Now we talking about Ebola today? Really? I'm sorry, I don't want anybody to have any of it. I see people walking around with masks again, so we can hide from one another again. We not having that connection keeps you disconnected, and when you're disconnected, things don't happen well. We are put on this earth for neighborly touching, hugging. That all of that keeps us human. There's some human needs that are part of what we need to be human every day, and touch is one of them. It is. And now we're going to disconnect you. We're disconnecting you already by the phone. Disconnected you. And then we got TikTok and started new communities, and Facebook and started new communities. But TikTok really did. And so you made you up a community of people that you can go to when nobody is around that'll keep you engaged, I suppose. But I'm saying, people, we're losing sight on what we're sitting here. We have a purpose. We each has a purpose. We have a purpose. Anyway, I get the feeling that people are getting nervous again, and it's not just the politics. Politics are bad. I mean, listen, I'm the main one that says we're not going to march anymore. As my daughter Reverend Evelyn Sanders Swafford, her husband, a presiding elder in the AME Church, Reverend Raymond Swafford, their granddaughter, my bonus her bonus granddaughter, Nalea Swafford, all got in a car and went and crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge Saturday, and then went to Montgomery and rallied in front of the Montgomery State House because they are going to take every seat that anybody black, they don't have a one or two, and they're going to take those. I couldn't help them on that one. I wanted to go myself. I just think it's ridiculous. You can't legislate black people out of your life. All we have to do, you better be glad that nobody said the Montgomery bus boycott discussion did not come up, which would mean that we would pull all our money back and buy among ourselves and let you not buy anything from Target, from Walmart, from anything. That's what we could do. We could do that. And then the other people of color, they have gone to the white people and said, oh, I'm with you all, Asian. I'm with you all, Latino. I'm with you all. I'm with the white people. And we're going to disenfranchise the black people with you. We're going to join up because we want that whiteness. It's sad because you know, and I know, how you got to be Latino came from you. Your people look just like me. You got them all hid in the closet. All those pictures are hid because you lighten up. Japanese, Asians, all of you, you know what people look like because Buddha got cornrows. You know where you came from. If all of us of color would admit where we came from, then the world would see, the few white races left would see where they came from, and that the majority of the world is colored. It is. It is not white. Y'all have made you up something to make you who you are and made laws to make sure. And we can see now in broad daylight, right in our faces, the laws that you have made. Systemic racism is no longer, it's systemic, but it's in your face. We're going to do it where you can see us change the law to fit, to make sure that you are disenfranchised as a black person or person of color. And I'm stopped talking about people of color because the people of color do not stand with us. I'm calling it what it is, a black person. So I'm not disillusioned. My eyes are wide open, eyes wide shut, wide open. And I need for you to stay on what you're doing. They went down there in March, they went to Brown Chapel. I wanted to go. It was too much walking. I couldn't do it. I wanted to do it. After I said I was going to do it. Then when they said they were going to do it, I said, okay. It was the 9th District Episcopal leader, Julius McAllister Jr. said we're going to do it for the AME Church. Because that's how the AME Church started. Okay, they got up off their knees, Richard Allen, and said, and Absalom Jones, and said, you don't want us to pray? Well, we'll start our own church, and we have done that. Proud people. Wherever there's an AME church, you see it out in the woods. Well, it may be in the woods now, but black people used to live there. Wherever there were black people, we put a church so we could praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Listen to me. Listen well. Do not get off your game. Pay attention. They got this disease coming. They'll come up with another one. Get you all confused. Don't get off your game. I love when somebody introduced me to John Hope Bryant. Is there anybody out there? Oh, he's on the board at Clark Atlanta. But you know, when you start talking about you want to meet a board person, then there's what you want to meet him for. All kind of, I shouldn't say that. But we don't, we don't say, hey, here's his number. I know him well. You want to get on the phone with him? That's how I would do people. You see, I would love to meet him. I want to meet him because he is telling it like it is. I've been there. So you can send a message to John Hope Bryant. The 83-year-old has had her bot for a year now. My own bot, my own agent. I'm an AI agent. I make AI agents. Took the classes. very proficient in AI and working on, and I need to, but I need to ask one question. I can't get a question to him because I got so many of us. That's the problem I feel with us, that they don't have. White people do not have this. I don't believe it. You can get a white person, get another white person, get a black person to get another black person. You gotta tell them all. It ain't gonna happen because you're gonna get ahead of me. That's what's wrong with us. That part I don't like. But maybe during this time, with all this foolishness going on, we will shop and buy from each other, and we will be willing to help one another. Who is gonna call me and give me John Hope Bryant's number? That's what I want to know. Nobody. Anyway, people, we got this outbreak. Is it a real outbreak? So we got a mask. We don't want to go back to that. But if we go back to that, that's what people want to go back. Then things can be done over here. Things can be done over here because you're at home. We all afraid. We ain't trying to do that again. We're not trying to hear that or have that. It's shameful the way America's. This is not the America that I know anything about. This is not the one that I love. I love America. I love the flag, what it stands for. What my family was a military family. You see, I don't get any of what's going on. But I do know it's not going to stop me from loving where I was born. This is what I know. This is what I know. And this is what I'm going to work for and help and do as much as I can. I'm not at Clark Atlanta anymore. 21 years. After 16 years at Delta Airlines. After 8 or 9 years between Atlanta Public Schools, D.C. Public Schools, Fulton County Schools, educator. But this is what I know. And what I do know is that we are not going to get off of our path. So is it a pandemic or a panic? We're not going to have either one of them. We're going to get on our game and stay on it. Baby, because you got things to do. And I got a new resolve. See, I've been off for a month. I gave myself a month vacation. I said, Georgiana, how you do that? I did. My bandwidth, let me tell you something. After this book right here, after what it took to get this out, 300 pages, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't, because you don't understand what this book means to me and what it would mean to planners around the world. And so now I had to give myself a minute just to let myself settle down. And now I'll get into what I'm going to do next. I already know what I'm going to do next. And then what I'm going to do next. Ooh, see, we never really fully recovered from that pandemic. We ain't trying to hear that anymore. Baby, take care of yourselves. Get you something. I put something under my tongue twice a day. Get you something you put under your tongue twice a day. Some kind of liquid, kind of something. I had a friend, I don't know where he is, John Langley. I don't have my numbers anymore. I haven't heard from him. If I haven't talked to you, my phone has no names, no numbers, my new phone, because they couldn't get anything off my old phone. So if you don't call me, I don't have your number. Just about a lot of people. So, and I had to call people to try to get a number. Once I got one number, then I called that person and said, do you have this number? Eventually, I get them all back. Anyway, COVID did something to us emotionally. We're not trying to do that anymore. We don't need that isolation anymore. You know, seniors were fearful. They were putting their hands that couldn't see their grandchildren. We're not doing like that. We're not going back to panic cycles. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. It was exhausting. It was good if we had family that had family, and we found something to do every day because I'm busy. I'm just that kind of woman. Not everybody's not, but I could find something to do every day. I have tons of things to do every day. Speaking of, Spelman graduated, Morehouse graduated, and Clark Atlanta graduated. I had so much pride. And ITC, Morris Brown. My chest was just stuck out at those young, gifted, and black. Whoo! Nothing like it. Baby, y'all got some new ones out there. Because I taught them. I'm part of the people who taught them. It's anyway. I need you to protect your peace. I'm upset, but I need you to protect your peace, do more in your community, and make sure you got plans that you know what you're doing for you and your family. Don't get off course. Do not get off course. Stay on course. Why? Because I love you. Sean asked me about these glasses. I'm wearing them because I hadn't heard from her. So I'm wearing them now. Woo! I love you. We have things to do. We are purpose driven. Don't forget that. And don't let them fool you. And don't be fooled by the BS. Stay focused. Stay focused. And know that God got you. And that I love you. And you can't do anything about it.